Well, with me on the phone right now is Murali Coryell, and what a great blues musician he is. And he will play the Bangor Waterfront, part of Blues, Brews, and Barbecue on that Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Hey, Murali, where are you?
I am at my home just outside of Woodstock, New York. I'm about to leave to go to JFK Airport and fly to Brazil to do one gig with Joe Louis Walker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played with Joe for many, many years, and he's like, I've known him for over 20 years. He's kind of like an uncle to me, and so, whenever I can play with him and works out for everybody, then I'm certainly, honored to work with artists of his stature.
What an exciting life you lead.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't think that if you saw me at home, It's like we got 4 animals, so it's like a zoo, my wife says, and I have 2 teenage boys, and so, I do a lot of picking up and cleaning and housework and yard work and stuff. So, but it is an exciting life, getting to do, what I love, and, kind of a situation I was, born into the musical environment and family that I was. And to be able to do what you love in music, which I just think it's a wonderful, I'm very, very honored and lucky, to do what I do, because as B.B. King once said, you could always work at McDonald's.
Right. You've been making music for a long time, man.
Yeah, the years build up. I look back at my first album came out originally in 1995, and I had hair then. I was a younger man, and but I'm still the same person, and I just hope that I continue to grow as an artist and get better at what I do, and and try to make a connection.
Well, you're going to be connecting with the crowd here at the Bangor Waterfront on Saturday night, July 29th. Actually, Saturday afternoon, Murali, at 2:30. And what a lineup, You'll be followed by Mr. Sip out of Mississippi, the Nick Moss Band out of Chicago, Coco Montoya.
Yeah.
7 o'clock that night, and the James Montgomery Blues Band to finish it all off.
Wow, it's amazing. All these bands you name, it's like me or friends of mine all have connections to all these people, and it reminds me that the blues world and the jazz world and the music world in general, those who perform for a living, it is kind of like a small, close-knit family, extended family in a lot of ways, and we all know. I mean, I tell people if they come to Woodstock, I'll, cook them dinner and do their laundry because, for the whole band, because I know what it's like, and being on the road, the traveling part is not always the easy part. But, you do it because, this is what we are born to do. It's what we love to do. And it's all worth it. When we hit that stage, we forget about all of our problems for a little while, and hopefully so does the audience.
Well, big blues fans, they'll know who you are, Murali, but for people who are just a little bit into the blues and have an interest in coming to the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, tell us a little bit about what you're all about, your sound.
Oh, that's a great question. And, for those who don't know, my father was Larry Coryell, the great jazz guitarist who passed away earlier this year at the age of 73, unfortunately. But he certainly left behind a tremendous legacy. And I learned a lot, just growing up, with him as a dad. I was around people like Miles Davis and Jimi Hendrix and Carlos Santana and George Benson. And so I grew up around a lot of amazing people and got to hear a lot of great music from a young age. And one thing that my father was known for was kind of doing something different. The way he played when it came out, people had never really heard anybody play that way before. And so I've always been encouraged to follow my own path as well. And that includes people from my dad to Stevie Ray Vaughan to Wayne Shorter, all personally telling me, you're going to find your own thing, man, because, Dad has left such a legacy and set the bar impossibly high for what he did, that the only way is to really go, find your own path. And he always knew that, he always encouraged me. He said, you really have a feeling for the blues. And so I love a lot of variety in what I do. I grew up listening to classic rock and got into funk and soul music and all the different genres of blues. that there are. And so I really like variety, but yet I would hope that kind of blues feeling is there throughout, which it's hard to explain it, but you know what it is when you hear it, and it kind of conveys a certain kind of emotion and feelings, and for me, it just makes me feel good, and that's the funny thing about the blues is when you play it, if you were feeling bad, you feel good afterwards.
Well, Murali Coryell, thank you very much for giving us a call, and we look forward to seeing you that Saturday night on the Bangor waterfront.
Right on, man. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you so much for supporting live music, and I can't wait to see you all out there.